All right, guys. You ready? Okay. Welcome to the meeting for the Township of Springfield, County of Union, State of New Jersey. Meeting for October 8th, 2024. This meeting is being held in accordance with the public laws of 1975. Chapter 231 and adequate notice of this meeting has been provided by a notice sent to the Star Ledger, the local source, and posted in the main lobby of the municipal building and on the township website. Please join us for the Pledge of Allegiance, led by Carl Ostergaard, Vice Commander, American Legion, Post 228. Please rise. Please remain standing for a moment of silence for our soldiers overseas and at home. Thank you. Roll call.
Mayor Weber.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Laufer.
Present.
Committeeman Capides.
Here.
Committeeman Huber is absent. Committeeman Kaiser.
Present.
Okay. Proclamations and announcements. We're going to start off with Springfield residents, 55 plus. October 2024 calendar is out. Filled up. Every day is filled. Pickleball, exercise, bingo. I'm just looking to see if there's any trips. Yep, bus trip. There's a bunch of stuff. Get your copy of the calendar at the Chisholm Center or online. All municipal offices will be closed on Columbus Day, Monday, October 14th. Tuesday, October 15th is the last day to register to vote for the 2024 general election. Town Hall will be open until 7 p.m. to accept applications. The township extends their condolences to Father David Santos, pastor of St. James Church, on the passing of his mother, Maria Santos. The Halloween Spooktacular, Sunday, October 27th, 1 to 2:30 at Chisholm Park. Costume contest winner announced at 2:15. Rain location, Chisholm Community Center. We have a proclamation that we're going to read. Last date for,
The last date that the Allstead Farms will be at the market is Monday, October 21st.
okay, so that's
Not the-
the end of the farmer's market, October 21st for this year,
Well,
or for
we
that.
might have, for the farm,
Okay.
there might be a couple food trucks still there and a couple other vendors.
Okay,
The farmer will not be there.
but Allstead Farms will
October 21st.
October 21st, okay. So, get on over there. But there will be other stuff. We will keep you updated after the 21st as to what else will be there. We have a proclamation for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Do we have anybody here that's going to accept this, or?
No.
Nobody, okay. I'm just going to read.
Yes, I wore pink.
I don't have any on. Whereas October 2024 is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and October 18th, 2024 is National Mammography Day. And whereas breast cancer is the most common cancer among women and kills more women in the United States than any cancer except lung cancer. And whereas in 2024, an estimated 300,000 new cases of invasive breast cancer are expected to be diagnosed in women in the U.S., and 43,600 breast cancer deaths. And whereas while breast cancer in men is rare, it does happen with an estimated 2,650 new cases of breast cancer expected to be diagnosed in men in 2024. And whereas death rates from breast cancer have been declining, those decreases are thought to be the result of treatment advances, earlier detection through screening, and increased awareness, and mammography is the best available method of detecting breast changes that may be cancerous. And whereas pink ribbons have been the symbol of the fight against breast cancer since 1993. Now therefore, I, Chris Weber, Mayor of the Township of Springfield, on behalf of the Township Committee, do hereby proclaim October 2024 as Breast Cancer Awareness Month and October 18th, 2024 as Mammography Day in the Township of Springfield, and call upon all citizens, private businesses, nonprofit organizations, and all interested groups to join in activities that will increase their awareness and understanding of breast cancer and what they can do to prevent it and control breast cancer, and urge Springfield to show support by going pink. I know all the girls are wearing softball pink socks and everything this year, and we don't want to have to sign something like this, but it is beyond important that people go and keep themselves checked out and healthy. All right. I just want to go back to Father David Santos for 2 seconds, because I just read through it, and he's a really good guy, and without just reading through it, he's really one of the best things that happened in Springfield in a long time. He's really in touch with the community and everything else, and very sorry. All right, we're going to go on to public comment, agenda items only. Public comment, anybody out there with agenda items only? We had no emails out sent to me. So with that, we're going to close public comment on agenda items only and go straight to reports with our administrator's report, Mr. John Basicolo.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. A couple of items. We're trying to finish up some paving for this year. So markouts were done on Pitt Road, Milltown, and Smithfield. Residents will receive a letter with the schedules and the contractor information prior to the start of the project, but that will be done this year is the goal there. We have a pre-con meeting scheduled with PSC&G for the first stage of paving, which includes Woodcrest, Garden Oval, Green Hill, High Point, and Vista Way in full. Again, residents will receive a letter from PSC&G with all the necessary project information, such as when, where, who they have to call if there's any questions or anything. Let's touch on leaf collection. Leaf collection will begin November 1st and run through December 31st. Residents can start placing leaves in the curb line the last week in October. Please refrain from piling them out before, because what ends up happening is they block the storm drains and we get flooding. Please pile only leaves outside. Try to keep grass out of it if you can. Piles containing any other foreign matter is going to get passed over. There'll be 3 separate crews out to pick up the leaves starting on November 1st. We go in no particular order. We don't put out a schedule of what streets because, as you can imagine, it's fluid. If we find one section that's heavier than another, it may take an extra day. So we don't do that. It's just kind of what you guys will look at and probably think is kind of random, but it's not. Our DPW director does have it scheduled, but we don't put that out for good reason. Please wait, if you can, a minimum 5 days before placing leaves back out at the curb once we pass, and keep them 10 feet away from the storm basin, if you will. Any questions on leaf collection should be directed to DPW supervisors only, please. We had a meeting today with the Gomes project, again, our monthly meeting on Center Street. Center Street is going to start, the work on the street itself is going to start next week. The curb will be replaced. There's parking that's got to go there, drainage. There's new lighting, sidewalks. That's going to start on, I think it's the 14th or the 15th, actually. They're going to start. They got a 60-day schedule to have Center Street done, which will take us to December 10th, I believe. They've posted a bond so that if they're later than that, they would forfeit the bond. So we think we've got that nailed down and we're ready to go. If you look, the inside courtyard is just about finished now. All the stonework is just about done. They're inside doing sheetrocking, got some kitchens in. So they're moving along pretty well. So we're hoping to see that building finished in not too distant future. Other than that, I don't have anything else at the moment unless someone has a question on something, I'd be happy to answer.
Yeah. Oh, God, we gotta work on the mics. I talked about the repair of tires on 22. And I asked that it was re-upped on social media. I looked every day for the past 2 weeks. I didn't see it once.
You're right, sorry. Tamara, we still have that post on the cleaning for the vehicles. Can we repost it? It'll be up tomorrow.
I appreciate it.
Sorry about that, Kareem.
No problem. Chief Cook, I wanted to ask if there was a plan for Tooker for Halloween, or if there isn't, can there be one, or I wanted to give you the floor.
Well, I know last year we had a limited opening to residents only. The year prior, we had an issue with the public traffic taking up the street. We had an ambulance that couldn't get through. I know we had an ordinance change last year, so we haven't quite decided yet. Either it's going to be limited opening or it's going to be open. I'm meeting with my captain and lieutenants this week to figure, what the plan's going to be for that day.
Can you keep us updated?
Yeah, and it'll be, you guys will know, and it'll be posted on our website
Sure,
also.
appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And sorry, Chief, I don't mean to pick on you, but we're in contact with all the houses of worship, given, Jewish high holidays are coming up.
Been well in advance. I've been discussing it with
Yep,
people we know in common for the last few weeks.
yep.
So we're,
And I just wanted to pass on,
we're on
the
it.
department was seen, it's appreciated, please keep it up.
You're welcome.
That's all I got.
Okay.
Question. I got a couple questions.
Go ahead.
Separate. A traffic light by Scotty's, I think is off again. The timing is off. When you make the right out of, if you're pulling up alongside Scotty's, you're gonna move right.
Right,
Yeah, off
Baltusrol.
right onto Morris. The timing is off, I think, on that light that is between us and Milburn. So you will make a right out of Baltusrol and then immediately
gotta
get
stop.
stopped. Yeah, I know it's happened before, and we just looked at it, and it was right for a long time, but literally, I noticed it a couple weeks ago. I think we kind of talked about it at one point, and then like last night, I was making that turn, and somebody was not paying attention and was like, it was almost right there.
State on that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, if we can just. Yeah, and I know it took, you guys worked diligently last time, and it took like the state a bunch of times to get them to recognize that there's an actual issue. Somebody mentioned to me, and I don't got cable at home, and I'm usually here, so I'm not watching, but television station, I don't know who we contact, if it's the school. Yeah, but the television stations, they're saying that it's not broadcasting our council meetings, so. Everything else, I'll wait till the end of the meeting.
Okay. All right, thank you. Let's go on to minutes.
All right, Madam Clerk, I move to approve the regular meeting minutes of September 10th, 2024, regular and executive meeting minutes of September 2024, September 24th, 2024, as emailed.
Second. I was trying to do my best, Rich.
You did well. No, you did good.
Okay, all in favor?
All in favor?
All in favor? Sorry.
Aye. All right, new business is ordinance, second reading. There are none. We'll move on to first readings.
Ordinance 2024-17, this ordinance accepts the dedication of the newly relocated Academy Green roadway in the Township of Springfield pursuant to NJSA 40:67-1 et sec.
Madam Clerk, I would like to move ordinance 2024-17 with publication in the local source on October 17th, 2024, with final hearing on November 12th, 2024.
I second.
Okay. Discussion. Can you give us a full breakdown of what this is for everybody?
Well, Academy Green used to actually be in a different location, but it ran through the property where Patriot Way is gonna be built. So what they did is they actually just relocated the street, so it was out of the middle of the building, basically. So it has no impact, actually, if you go down either Church or down Black's Lane, Academy Green still runs between them. It's just moved.
Moved a few
I
feet
don't
here or
know,
there?
Maybe a couple of.
Just moved outside of a building.
Yeah, exactly,
Okay.
Cool.
This was part of the redevelopment agreement.
yes.
Not entered into the Patriots.
Okay, so no change, it will still be there, it will just be in a different location, and there will still be entranceways on both sides.
Yes.
Mayor, also, if I, so.
Yep.
Because
Please.
this relates to the next two ordinances as well.
Okay?
As part of this arrangement, the former Academy Green and a portion of Black's Lane will be vacated by two separate ordinances which follow this subject ordinance.
Okay, so should we talk about those now, or are we just gonna, does it matter, or?
We have to do public hearing on the ordinances.
Okay,
This is just first reading.
just first reading.
Yeah.
We normally wouldn't. For any separate questions, we can answer them then, but I wanted to.
okay. Roll call vote, please.
Deputy Mayor Laufer,
Yes.
Committeeman Capides,
Yes.
Committeeman Kaiser,
Yes.
Mayor Weber.
Yes.
Ordinance 2024-18, this ordinance vacates Academy Green, a right-of-way in the Township of Springfield pursuant to NJSA 40:67-1 et sec.
Madam,
That's the old Academy Green
yep.
that we're vacating for the new one.
Yep.
Madam Clerk, I would like to move ordinance 2024-18 with publication in the local source on October 17th, 2024, with final hearing on November 12th, 2024.
I second.
Okay. Any discussion, but this one is just moving this is just vacating the existing Academy Green. Okay, roll call vote?
Deputy Mayor Laufer,
Yes.
Committeeman Capides.
Yes.
Committeeman Kaiser,
Yes.
Mayor Weber.
Yes.
Ordinance 2024-19, this ordinance vacates a portion of Black's Lane, a right-of-way in the Township of Springfield pursuant to NJSA 40:67-1 et sec.
Madam Clerk, I would like to move ordinance 2024-19 with publication in the local source on October 17th, 2024, final hearing on November 12th, 2024.
I second.
Okay. Any discussion at all?
I wonder if this has anything to do with the last two ordinances.
Deputy Mayor Laufer.
Yes.
Committeeman Capides.
Yes.
Committeeman Kaiser,
Yes.
Mayor Weber.
Yes. And we're going to go to resolutions. If anybody wants anything pulled, please pull it. We will approve this by consent agenda. Resolution 2024-235. Resolution 2024-236. Resolution 2024-237. And Resolution 2024-238.
Mr. Mayor, I'd make a motion to approve resolutions 2024-235 through 2024-238.
Second.
Committeeman Capides.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Laufer,
Yes.
Committeeman Kaiser,
Yes.
Mayor Weber.
Yes.
Mr. Mayor, I would like to approve a request from Troy Hills Condo Association to hold a community meeting at Chisholm Community Center on Tuesday, October 15th, from 5 to 10 p.m. Hold harmless and certificate of insurance have been provided.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Go to finance and pay some bills with Committeeman Kaiser.
I'll make a motion to adopt payroll and invoices for the period of September 25th, 2024 through October 8th, 2024 in the amount of $1,119,184.86.
Second.
Committeeman Kaiser,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Laufer,
Yes.
Committeeman Capides,
Yes.
Mayor Weber.
Yes. Correspondence, we have JCP&L Virtual Public Hearing, 2022-2023 SBC filing on October 15th, 4:30 and 5:30 PM for both. NJLM proposing 2% dues increase for calendar year effective 2025. Now, we're going to go to public comment on any governmental issue. Public comment on any governmental issue. If anybody has anything, come on up for a public comment on any governmental issue. Come on up, state your name and address, and public comment, please.
Dominic Sauda, 97 Colfax Road, Springfield, New Jersey. I just wanted to ask, has the cover been put on the pool?
Yes,
It has been, okay.
on the next day after the meeting.
Awesome, thank you. I tried to look, I couldn't see. I didn't have my glasses on when I looked, but I just wanted to,
It was amazing. You brought it up, and the next day, the pool guy was out there putting it on.
that's awesome.
Eight guys to drag that pool cover.
I know, it's a lot of work. I've done it in the past, like years ago. I know, it's a bad.
Everything's secured.
Yeah, so, also, I want to know the Breathe Easy ordinance, in the parks. Does that extend to marijuana smoking, or is it just for regular smoking?
Should extend to all smoking. Yeah, it should extend to any form of smoking, pipes, cigars, tobacco,
Okay.
anything.
Yeah, because they're like, in Denham Park, they're smoking weed with the kids on the swings. But that's what's going on. I've seen it twice already. I walk my dog there every morning, and in the afternoons, I've seen it happen, so. I didn't know. I saw
No,
the sign there.
we'll have
but
we'll have it taken a look at, and we'll have it looked at, and
Okay.
we'll have it patrolled.
I would imagine that it's covered, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the Breathe Easy. I wasn't sure. I just wanted.
I would think, but we'll check it out.
My interpretation of it is any form of smoke at all
Okay.
it
All right, no
applies to.
problem.
So we will definitely keep an eye out for that.
Cool. Thank you. All right,
Okay.
that's it, Dave. Thank you.
Any other public comment on any governmental issue at all? This is not possible.
No, I'm going to extend it a little bit.
7:25. Can't do
I have a
this.
couple questions.
Yeah, let's go. Come on. Who's going first? Go ahead.
Go for it. Kirk, Capides, go for it.
Oh, sorry. I'm going to close public comment then. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Mayor, in following your initiative this year for the community advisory boards, both for finance and recreation, you and the finance committee has obviously given updates to the finance citizens advisory boards. However, we have had no updates yet for the recreation side, and I figure this is well overdue. The team, like the finance committee, has been meeting, composed of myself, Committeeman Huber, and some residents. Obviously, as you're all aware, with the Springfield Recreation Department, every month, there is the senior citizens calendar. There's also a calendar that's available online, on Facebook, on our website, and email. There's also, I don't know if anybody has a chance to actually see this, these are all also all over the place. This is just a snapshot of all the things that the Recreation Department is responsible for throughout the year, throughout every season. At times, the Chisholm Center is bustling it seems like every moment of the day. There's also some other activities that perhaps are not as well known. For instance, Fitness for 55 and Over Club that meets on a regular basis. So there's always something going on. I do encourage all of you, obviously the calendar is publicized as part of our meeting minutes and announcements every month. I encourage all of our residents to take a look at all of our activities. And the reason I say all of this is one of the projects that this committee has been working on is an interest survey that has probably gone out, I think, immediately following our last Township Committee meeting. And again, this has been publicized in the Springfield Patriot, on our website, on our Facebook page, and was also an email blast. And it's an interest survey for our residents about what types of things, even though we have so many activities, what additional things, if anything, you would like to see. And we're asking all of our residents to fill this out. We're encouraging everyone who can to fill it out. We're asking all sorts of questions about age ranges for activities that you would like to see have programs for, the times, the type of activities, and what your perhaps participation would be in those activities, whether it be a pop-in every now and again, a regular member, or perhaps would like to lead either a new or existing activity. And also it asks, what, if anything, you would like to give, whether it's you're donating your time to lead an activity, material, or any monetary donations you would happen to give. So I encourage all of you, if you have not done so already, again, as following the mayor's initiative, we really want to get our residents' feedback. Please, if you have not done so already, please fill out that form. This group that I've had the pleasure of working with spent a lot of time on this. Adam Leave, our director, definitely had a hand in designing this. It's a Google form. It doesn't take that long. It might take you 2 minutes to complete. And we encourage you to fill out and share it with your friends and neighbors.
Thank you. Excellent.
My turn?
Your turn?
A couple things that was brought up also at the street fair, but more, not necessarily questions, but proposals that they asked us to look into. Somebody came up, and I still don't know how I feel on the matter necessarily, and I think it's something that a broader discussion up here, and probably for the administration to really look at, is possibly like community composting. It sounded like they used to do it at the community gardens. I don't know how that went. I don't know, I think somebody said Montclair might have looked at it. So maybe it's something up here that we can kind of take a look at and see if it's worthy, and see if anybody else is having luck with community composting. Yeah, go, no.
My opinion on that would be, if someone from the Environmental Commission is so inclined to pull up the details of it specifically and come up with something, I'll listen to it, but I don't have any knowledge at all of.
Yeah, no, me neither. And this did not come from the Environmental Commission, so maybe it's a task that we can kind of put on the Environmental Commission
I'm
to
fine
kind
with all of it,
of,
but-
to kind of ask because they are part of like a county-wide and statewide coalition, so maybe it's something that they can bring up at their coalition, because it didn't come from them, came from a constituent outside of that, so maybe it's something to put on them.
I'll be glad, we'll all be glad to listen to it, yeah. I know it's something I don't think that any of us really have any knowledge of.
The other, and I think I've already kind of talked to the administration about this, and we kind of talked about it a while ago, and I don't know if we ever went through it, if there needed to be an ordinance written, but sale of street signs. I noticed in a article in the League of Municipalities, somebody freaking stole Chris and I's idea, and there is like a town praising how they're selling street signs, and it's a novel idea, and I was like, wasn't that novel?
No, we did it.
So-
No, we bought them.
So
Yeah.
oh, we did.
Did we? Yeah, we.
Oh, we
that was-
did.
We did. Whatever Robbie was taking down, he had a pile of them and we were selling, is what I remember.
We still have a pile, so we can
Let's
do it again if you'd like.
let's put it back out there.
Let's put Jay on.
First, he's got to post my tire thing first.
Right. Let's revisit that again, because I did ask him, okay, so here's what I remember. I remember a few of them had been sold off. There was still a huge pile of them. I asked him not to throw them out, let us figure out what was going on with them. They should still be there.
I think if we market that, I don't know. All I know is there was an article in the League of Municipalities about how some
$5
podunk town in South Jersey came up with this novel idea to sell street signs, and wrote a whole article about it. And I was like, wait, what?
Springfield 2018
Yeah. So
came up with that.
If we can, like, that would be kind of cool, gives Jay something to kind of put out there on social media.
I think what we were missing, if I remember right also, was, I don't think there was any way, I don't think anybody was picturing and documenting them for sale. I think it was just, you had to show up there, go through, rummage through them and so on. Another thing, it's a task or whatever, but, you know, I'm sure that there's some way to do it.
If we put it online, like picture of the set and then edit, and
Put them all out there and say, come on in and get a sign.
it's not to make much money, but I think any little bit helps. Lastly, on my end, two points, you know, I think our thoughts are with all the people, it was part of Hurricane Helene, and then tomorrow with Hurricane Milton. I think the death toll, as I walked in here, I think shot up to like 230 people from the last hurricane and another hurricane of a category 3 or 4 about to hit. That tragic number is unfortunately going to go, and as a community as ours, I think we kind of understand, maybe not to that extent, but understand that what flooding can do to family and a community and the ravages. So I think I speak for everybody when I say our community certainly stands with the people of Florida and the entire South, and anything that we could do, you know, it's terrible tragedy, and really should focus all of us as a country to really face the existential and the cataclysmic crisis we're facing in climate change. There's no other way to say it. This is real. This isn't normal. There's not supposed to be a Category 4 this late in the season, smashing back-to-back. There's a tropical storm that I just saw that's hitting Europe and going to go not only through Spain, France, but make its way to Germany. That's never happened before either. So it's not something that we're going to conquer here at the town level, but we all can do our part in recognizing, understanding, and trying to make significant changes that we need to as a civilization to make sure that this kind of tragedy, because 230 people, that is tragic.
There's, my only thing I'm going to add to that is, internet's becoming more dangerous by the day. I mean, it's out there now that there are stories out there that these storms are man-made. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. Storms are not man-made. This is not some meeting that is held between powers to create storms, to create havoc on people. Anyway.
No, you summed it up perfectly. This is a time that everybody as a country should come together, and I think that was shown clearly between the comments of President Biden and Governor DeSantis, who both said that FEMA and the state government was working together to get a handle on it. And you unfortunately have sickos, I think is what you should call them, that would be on the opposite side of the country and all for political reasons are somehow saying that it's either the administration's fault or some conspiracy, or that the funding's going to where it's not, when local leaders on both sides are saying that it's clearly coming together and working together. It's dangerous. That kind of stuff is not what we need in this country, and it's sickening and a danger to our democracy.
The fact that it's being entertained, that, you know, people are believing that hurricanes of this nature are man-made by the government. There's something happening there. Stay off the internet. All right, you got anything else? Two things.
Two things.
I got two things. All right. Go ahead.
I just wanted to publicly say to all of our Jewish residents, Happy New Year, and I hope their high holiday season is meaningful.
Absolutely. Happy New Year, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. This Sunday, we had a Fall Festival. I don't know if I lose my memory every year, but I have to say that every year I think it's getting better and better and better. The two primary people that are responsible for our street fair, our fall festival, is Jen Law and Jen Sherman. And Scott's got a good amount of input in it. I don't think he does as much as the two Jens do.
He was a little late to the party this year. I heard he only showed up at 7:30 instead of the usual 6 a.m. So we're gonna dock him. We're gonna dock him for that.
But I have to say that, again, I think that it gets bigger and better every year. And it's interesting because why I appreciate the street fair is, as a air quote politician, which I guess I am, and Alex is, and Harris, we all are.
Anytime anybody puts their name to a ballot, you are immediately a politician.
All right, so you can knock on doors for 2 weeks straight and still not get to the amount of people that you will get at a fall festival. You will get hundreds of people. And the reception this year was amazing. Thank you all for being so nice. Thank you to our vendors. Everybody was just in a great mood, and it was organized well. It was just clean and efficient, and thank you to both of our Jens and Scott and anybody else that was involved in it, the chamber, the bid, DPW. We had an interesting situation. We had a little car show mix-up because everybody in the world had their car shows. We had Ronnie Avram showed up with 5-star exotics, and this was the place to be. If you wanted to see some Lamborghinis and some GT3s and some really neat, high-end, next-level stuff, this is where it was going to happen, and it did. And we're hoping we're going to have it even bigger and better next year. So street fair, fantastic. Thank you. The next one, it's October 8th. We got to talk about it because it's coming around soon. And you mentioned, you talked to the chief a second ago about Tooker. Does anybody have any input about Tooker and or Halloween in general, or what they feel we should or should not be doing? Because the internet will be coming alive shortly with government input on Halloween.
Wait, what it?
Tooker.
Tooker, yeah.
I'm of the opinion that, and I've said it every year, I'm of the opinion that we cannot do anything about Halloween. This is something that, if parents, residents, and kids, they're the ones that decide who goes where and where is the spots to go trick-or-treating at. It's not something that I even have any interest in getting involved in. Any thoughts?
Sure. I agree. We don't choose where people go, but it's our obligation to make sure that they are
Safe.
trick-or-treating safely
Correct.
and not harming anybody. I thought, Chris and I last year spent pretty much the whole night there.
On Tooker?
On Tooker. I thought it was an incredibly well-run operation. And it was like, I think it was the closest thing, I've seen to the opening scenes of Gangs of New York, where everybody's just out there and just trick-or-treating. But
Like Men in Black with
Yeah, it
all
was-
of the different
yes.
creatures and everything
but
else.
I thought the way last year ran, the way PD was omnipresent. I thought they did an outstanding job, and if, for whatever that's worth to you, Chief. I know you're meeting with your leadership team, but I thought last year ran incredibly smoothly.
The police department has handled it
Yeah,
wonderfully every time it's been.
that's my 2 cents.
Same thing, that's me then.
I feel the same way. I need to commend the police department for their tremendous job that they do, being aware of public safety, especially for that time of the year at that particular day. I'm also appreciative of how mindful our residents have become, knowing that this is one of the popular streets and most highly walked street on this particular night. I certainly appreciative how mindful our residents have become, both recognizing what a cherished event it is, but also doing their part in the minds of public safety, making sure that the road is, for the most part, clear in the center, people keeping to the sidewalks and edges of the streets whenever possible, and knowing that, yes, it is a fun community family time, knowing that it also is an active roadway, it's an active street. There are things that could happen at a moment's notice. Someone's family member could live on that street, and God forbid something happens, emergency services would need to get there in a moment's notice. So I believe that as long as our residents remain reflective and, just aware that it is still an active roadway on Halloween, I think we will continue to have a successful.
You're up.
I will defer on this to smarter people than me. No, I don't.
The kids.
Yeah, hey, I still love trick or treating. I go out every year. No, I'm just joking, everyone. No, I don't know if it's something that we should. We have to keep the peace. We have to understand that it shouldn't get out of control. I think last year, the smartest comment, somebody, I think it was you, Chris, that said, spread the love around a little bit. Hey, Tooker's fun, but there's other neighborhoods that also could be just as much fun if everybody spreads the love around. So be cognizant as a parent. I know everyone wants to hang out on Tooker, but kind of spread it around. Trust me, it'll probably be honestly more fun if you're not competing for every little piece of candy. Also, I think locally, the people of Tooker, donate to them if you can, because it is the costs have skyrocketed. I think that's real. I think Halloween candy is kind of crazy. So help out our fellow neighbors. And the police do a terrific job, like they do every single day for us in keeping us safe. And their main responsibility is ensuring that no one gets hurt. And I think they've upheld to that mission. So thank you, Chief.
Yeah, in no way will we do we endorse everybody going to one block, okay? Spread the love, but you have to realize something, that we have to acknowledge what happens, and we have to be proactive on what is going to happen. So, again, the only one that can control what happens with trick-or-treating are parents, residents who say yay or nay, and the kids on where they want to go. It is not our business.
Yeah, no, I forget which I was reading. I think it might have been in the Ledger. There was like calls of town saying trick-or-treating should actually be on Saturday. It's like, no, how about we stick to the holiday? We've made it in generations. Let's not mess with it, right?
Yep.
Don't break what's broken. Sometimes I think we do that too often. We get involved in something and break something that's not broken. It's Halloween. Don't mess with it.
That's it.
Be safe. Be cognizant. We've made it through it this far. I think we can continue.
Right, all right, thank you. So we're all in agreement up here that whatever it is, Chief, whatever it is. Anything else?
Move to adjourn.
It was 7:25 when we started this. We've dragged it out 20 more minutes.
I'll wish the Mets good luck, but really, everybody watch the Yankees.
Let's go Mets. Motion to adjourn.
Motion?
All in favor?
Aye.